Take Flight is the only sports talk show of its kind, taking sports talk to new heights.
One more time, he does it again, back to back for Chaz Colum.
Checking in on all levels of sports, from high school to professional.
And they're going to snap it, and it's Trey Burton who throws caught. Foles, touchdown.
College athletes and coaches stop in and talk X's and O's while sharing stories about the teams.
23 seconds left. Armstrong, and the receiver was out of bounds. He caught it. It's a touchdown, but he stepped out. Was he pushed out? That'll be the question.
Now, we head to the flight crew as we prepare to take flight.
Welcome in to Take Flight, episode number 4. I think this thing is flying by. With me, I have Connor Luby.
Oh, how's it going, Irvin?
Oh, it's going fantastic. And Christopher Thiem.
Howdy.
Well, we got a lot to talk about within Hawks sports here. Last night we had the final home games for both the men's and women's teams. Sophomore night was last night, and we're going to start with that women's game. We were on the call for that, so I know how you felt about it. I mean, it was an exciting back-and-forth game, but we'll start with Chris and your thoughts on how that 62-58 victory went for the Hawks.
It was a game, let me tell you. Ashley went off last night. She ate. But, yeah, that game was fun. It was incredible to watch, and I just had fun sitting there and watching it while clicking a spacebar.
Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, it was an exciting one to watch, and, since we were on the call, like I said, I know your thoughts, but I'll let you tell everyone else your thoughts.
Yeah, that was just an intense matchup all the way through. It was just, I mean, it's hard to, grasp your emotions after a match like that, where it's like you're up by that much and they somehow start sneaking their way back into it. And then Ashley just, when you needed that momentum going, she just brought it to it. And she got a couple clutch baskets to bring them right back into it and get that momentum go back on their side. It was exactly what they needed, and it has sealed the deal. And they're heading pretty healthy heading into the tournament.
Yeah, so they're going to have a matchup against Iowa Central again, so they're going to have to play them on Wednesday, March 2nd. But what I saw from that game is, we came out, we played really well. We took a lead early, and, throughout the season, I mentioned this before, but throughout the season, both of our men's and women's teams have a tendency to just kind of squander a lead, let it slip, just for whatever reason, you just start giving up a bucket, not scoring offensively. And that's kind of what we saw last night. And they were able to kind of somehow control it and come away with a victory. I think a big momentum-changing part is the lead was going down. It was going down, and then Autumn went down with that little injury. She came back in, but going back, and I bet if we listened to our call on that, you could probably a minute before that hear our energy, and then we just didn't even know how to even bring energy after something like that.
It just sucked the life out of you. It's like, she had a really good performance. She scored in double figures as well, and it's so hard when you lose a player like that with how good she is. So that was so heart-wrenching, and then our eyes lit up with so much happiness when we saw her get ready to check back in.
Yeah, so she got to the scores table, and Connor and I were like, so it was pretty fascinating to see her come back out on the floor and contribute a little more down the stretch for that victory. One of the last plays, I guess, was Hassett getting a steal on the defensive end, turning it into offense as she was running down the court. We almost thought she was going to go and rush in for a layup, but the smart play, Matt Savela was over on the sideline, I guess, screaming, pull it out, slow down, stop, don't, because, just kill time, hit a free throw or two. And that's exactly what she did. Doug Scott was telling me that she almost had that thing poked away from her when she turned her back to the defender, but luckily was able to somehow grab it back and then go to the line.
Yeah, she got fouled, and then she just was hemmed up over on the sideline. Yeah, that player came right up on her, and it was looking close to just getting punched out. Or if it would have been out of bounds, and I think it would have been all good. But in the end, you got to be wearful in those situations like that. You got to just take your time. They got a little bit lucky there, but she made the clutch shots, and they came out of there with a good victory and coming in number 6 in the conference now into the tournament. And I think think you said it was going to be a reseed tournament. If I'm not mistaken, they get reseeded every round.
That's what it said. It said highest seed remaining on the thing. So I figured that's what it'll do. It'll reseed in the way. So, like I said, Northeast plays Iowa Central, and if they win, the bracket will reseed, and they'd be the lowest seed remaining if they won, unless by God's grace, Southwestern beat Iowa Western, or the 8-9 is I don't even remember what the 8-9 is off the top of my head. But one of those teams beat Kirkwood, which will not happen. No. So either way, Iowa Central will have a rematch with us coming up on Wednesday, March 2nd. Now we'll move into some men's basketball, a game that was, how every single game seemed to go for the Hawks this season. 74-68 loss. They had a 12-point lead at half. They were shooting well from three, and they just went cold when they came back, and it just didn't mesh well. What were your thoughts from watching it?
From my perspective, it looked like the energy was just sucked out of them. That first half, they were playing so well, and they were clicking they were just clicking. And then in that second half, it just felt like the energy was sucked out of them. They couldn't do anything, and they were rushing all night. And so that when you rush, you slip. And when you don't play defense, you slip away, and that's what happened.
I thought it was more on the offensive side. They couldn't get a shot to fall to save their life. Like we said during the call, they went 0 for 8 from 3, and during the first half, they're shooting almost 50% from beyond the arc, and it just seemed like none of their shots from the outside could go in. And if you can't get any momentum going on offense, and then you get down like that, you have to, you start forcing shots that aren't there. But their 3-point shooting just fell off like a rock in that second half.
Yeah, they went into halftime 8 of 15 shooting, and then I think they ended the game 9 of 27 from 3. So they only made one more down the stretch, and that was an Evan Decker, highly contested in the corner with under a minute left. Somehow he made that. That's the only three they made.
That now. I close my eyes and I just see how much hand was up on him when he put that thing up, and I can't believe that thing fell in.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty crazy. The game got intense down the stretch, as in, the momentum was all lost. It was all in Iowa Central's favor. But then you had like a glimpse of, then Evan Decker hit that 3, and then he came down and he got fouled on a 3, and he had an opportunity to make it a 1-point game. Missed one of the free throws. It was a 2-point game at that point. But, I mean, you could feel, like you mentioned on the broadcast, you could see the camera shaking. You could feel the crowd cared.
Oh, yeah. And this is the game that they needed to come out, and they did. And that place filled up super nice. It was nice to feel the crowd get emotional, get behind this team, which they kind of haven't felt all year long.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the loudest I've heard the place. I mean, I don't know if either of you feel different, but that's, the God's honest truth, I guess.
Yeah.
The final game we get a call was the most energetic, the most loud, the most crowd involved. So
yeah, I think a couple games last year might have gave it a run for its money. I can't think of them off the top of my head because it's been a whole year since that season happened, and maybe a couple volleyball games, but that felt like the most passion. Even though there might have been less people there, they were screaming louder than I've ever heard them.
Yeah, I mean, last year we had COVID year, and some of the games didn't even have fans, and so to go from the first experience we ever had calling games to a dead silent, no fans in the gym, to the very last game we had, to that is kind of an interesting and awesome progression. Anything you guys want to note about those two teams before we go on?
Nope.
It's nice to see the players that we got to see play, that while we were here, there are some amazing athletes that we've been able to see, and there's going to be some amazing athletes that are going to be coming through this program once after we leave. So just nice to see talent be talent on the court, and it's always a fun time.
Yeah, it'll be fun to come back and watch what product they can put out next year for both teams. As move on to some softball here. Monday the 28th, they take on Clown County Community College. I know we're going to make fun of me for that. If you don't understand, go watch the newscast on our Northeast Broadcasting YouTube page, and you'll understand why we're saying Clown County Community College, because sometimes I forget to English. But anyway, looking at the team on the year, they are sitting at 2-4 currently, and like I said, they're going to play Cloud County Community College on Monday the 28th. I know you've had an inside look at some of the games. You've been to 4 of them, I believe.
So they had the scrimmage up in Sioux City we went up to when we were thinking those were games, but they weren't. That was a little bit upsetting. But
they were scrimmages.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were listed as games. Everyone on the schedule thought they were games, but they ended up not being so. And then I saw their first contest here at home against Iowa Western, and that one, you could really tell that they weren't ready for a doubleheader that day. The lifeblood was just sucked out of them in that second game because Western opened up that first inning. They put up 8 on the board, and it just felt like it was just gone. The momentum was just all gone in that game. They were just like, okay, let's just play this game to play the game. We need to just see if we can get any momentum building up for us. But the first game, for a good Iowa Western school, and their softball program is going to be good this year, putting up 1-run difference. And that was they had a really good pitcher in the whole game, but they pulled her in the inning where we put up, I think it was 4 runs. And it was really surprising that they did because she was still preventing us from getting anything going. They pull her out, and they put in the new pitcher, and we got run after run after run. We got some momentum going, and once we did, you could tell the team was just lighting up, and everything was just clicking for them.
Interesting. I mean, I don't know why you'd make a pitching change like that if it's going to cost you, but I know you haven't got a chance to see the softball team as far as I'm aware this year, but what are you expecting from them as we're going to have some home games Friday and Saturday, the 4th and 5th of March, so definitely going to be an opportunity for you to check them out.
Exactly. Hopefully they just come out and, like Connor said, hopefully they just come out like they did the first game against Iowa Western and just hit and swing the bat, like no other, and I don't know what to say.
Okay.
Honestly.
Well, I mean, the softball team returns a few good players, and they got some new players in there as well. It'll be interesting to see how they play down as the season gets underway here. Obviously, sitting at 2-4, not a fantastic record, but like you noted, Iowa Western, very tough team. It's going to be tough to beat a team like that.
Yeah, they're always so good in every single program every athletic program that they have in there. It's no different for softball. And our team is just, oh my goodness, it's the softball conference this year that we have brutal. These teams in the ICCAC for softball are unreal. This talent pool in the conference is insane.
Yeah, like I said, I know we noted it before on the podcast here, but we went and looked at the coaches poll preseason ranking, and we were in 7th, and it wasn't a knock on our talent. It wasn't a knock on us. It was just kind of a tip of the cap to how much talent is within the conference there.
I think I took a peek, and it was preseason polls. Five of the teams in our conference are ranked nationally heading into the preseason. They haven't updated the polls as of yet because I assume there's just been so little games played. They're going to wait a little bit to see, wants to get some games built up to start making those national polls every single week. But as of right now, yeah, these schools in our conference are just unreal. They're going to have tons of talent going to the next level.
I mean, I would love to see some Northeast players go to the next level. And speaking of that, let's talk about our baseball team, because I know that our baseball team has a lot of talent that is going to go on to the D1 level. Mm-hmm. Right now, they're sitting at 9-1. They're only lost by 1 run to their very first game against Northern Oklahoma College.
Should have been a W.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's one of those games.
They lost on a walk-off grand slam in that game.
Yep, that's one of those games they should have had, but just a swing of the bat would make the difference in that one, as they are 9-1, like I said, on the year. A fantastic season so far. I haven't had a chance to watch them, as pretty much all of their games, not pretty much, all of their games have been on the road and very, very long road trips. So.
None of them have been televised either, so we haven't had a chance to even watch them on the services provided. So it's just been kind of looking at stats and seeing what we can see. And what we're seeing on the stat sheet is this team is looking dominant, and I'm ready for this product to head to Norfolk because it's going to be unreal.
Yeah, and they head to Norfolk. Their first home games are against McCook Community College on Wednesday, the 9th of March. So just a little while longer, a couple Wednesdays away, and we'll be able to observe it with our own eyes. What are you expecting to see from this team?
Like, dominance. This team is so talented. They have so much depth on that roster, and they're so good. But I'm just excited to watch them be dominant at home. But, you still got a bunch of good teams in this ICCAC conference. Iowa Western has 15 D1 athletes. on
now
this
it's
roster.
18 now.
Oh,
on that
now it's
roster.
18.
Oh yeah, they're getting
Yikes.
more and more. It's nuts over there.
But it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun battle between those two this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild ride, but, our talent is up there as well. I know we have a player going to Lincoln. We have one going to UNO, and we have a bunch of other players very, very capable of going to other D1 programs as well. So it'll be interesting to see how the season plays out. I feel this team is going to make a deep run.
Oh,
This
easily.
is going to be the best conference tournament that we've seen in a long, long time. Last time there was one, we got booted. I think it was in the semifinals last year, which was a tough defeat. I think it was to Iowa Lakes, if I'm not mistaken. But the last time before that, we won the conference, and we weren't coming in there with any kinds of favorites at all, and we were able to get that done. So high hopes for this team heading into the conference play this year.
Yeah, 5th season with this team here at Northeast, and they're making their impact felt right away, if you will. And any other notes about any Hog sports before we move on to what we're going to do next?
Not really.
I mean, Connor's maybe searching up something over here.
I was just trying to get you guys the players that are going on to the next level real quick so we can give them a little bit of a shout out to how good they've been performing, but I've just been on a struggle bus over here. I'm trying to get it going, but you guys can introduce what we're doing next.
All right, what we're going to do next is we're going to do some sports trivia. I had an idea, an epiphany, if you will, and we each wrote down 8 sports questions, and with the correct answers written down as well. And we're just going to round table carousel our way around and just see if we know our sports or if we're just not supposed to be sitting here talking sports to you guys if we don't know what's going on. So
Exactly.
Right. So the players that are moving on to the next level here for our guys, Matt Dreer, he's a player from Blair. He's a left-handed pitcher for our squad. He's going to UNL. He's going to be a Husker next year. And Preston Tenney is going to take his talents off to UNO to be a pitcher over there as well. I know the catcher on that team. He went to my high school. He's super solid.
Okay, well, hey, there's a little Seward to UNO connection.
Yeah.
All right, how about that? And I think we're ready to get our sports trivia segment underway, aren't we, guys?
I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, I'll open it up, and we'll go
one
this
at a time?
way. Yeah, we'll go this way. We'll just go one,
All
all
right.
the way around. All right, the first question. Who are the 3 Heisman winners from Nebraska?
Tommy Frazier
Eric Crouch.
and
Tommy Frazier is not one.
Oh, what? Okay.
Eric Crouch.
Eric Crouch is 1. 02. Oh gosh, that's the one I always remember because he's on the cover of 2K3.
Yep.
That's a good way to remember it.
Oh my! I can picture them. I can't remember their names now.
When you throw me on the spot like this is always a challenge. But
Yeah.
You guys, if you guys don't know, just say, okay, you're just going to have to tell me or whatever.
I'm going to give myself 10 more seconds, and if I don't know it, I accept my L. Running back. It was a running back. Yes, it was. I give up.
Yeah.
You had Johnny the Jet Rogers.
Oh, yeah.
Won the very first one. Fun fact, I got a picture with him at a spring game one time. And the second one that you guys missed was Mike Rozier.
Oh my goodness.
I always remember Johnny the Jet, and I don't know why I couldn't think of that.
Yeah, I figured you guys would have gotten that one.
Usually the one who slips my
Mike's
mind.
the one that people will forget. But that's my first question.
Okay.
We'll go on to Chris here.
Okay. My first question is, how long is a marathon?
26.2 miles.
26.2, yeah.
Yep.
Have you ever ran a marathon?
God, no, I ran a 5K. It almost killed me.
Yeah, I've never ran a marathon.
I ran it's the Jack Foundation 5K down there in Lincoln over the summer.
Yeah.
And I ran that one, and I wanted to sprint like you turn the corner around Memorial Stadium.
Yeah.
I wanted to sprint that. I started sprinting, and it's the first time I've ever really thought I was going to throw up after running. Like, I had to stop, and I don't remember the guy's name. Daquan Buckley, something like that. He was a freshman. He'll be a sophomore. Came over, just a massive lineman. I don't know, O-line or D-line, but came up. He's like, "Come on, man, we got this. We'll finish this." I'm like, "I'll finish. Hang on, I might puke on you." So that's how that 5K experience went. But we'll move on to the next question.
All right. What is the national sport of Canada?
Hockey?
Yeah, hockey.
No.
Soccer?
No.
Croquet?
Heck no.
Man, okay, interesting.
I knew that one would bite you guys. Yeah,
I figured it'd be hockey.
yeah, I knew that's what you're going to think of right away.
Luge.
Is it
Curling.
curling? Yeah,
No, it's not curling. I'll give you guys 3 more attempts, and I'll give you the answer.
Wrestling.
Nope. You just like wasted that one.
basketball.
Nope.
I didn't think so. I don't know.
I don't know.
Let me think. What's the national sport of Canada? Man, that's such an interesting question.
Kickball.
I'm gonna go with baseball. I don't know.
Nope.
I don't know.
It's lacrosse.
Lax. Okay.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of people up in the Northeast play it too. So like that's where all the big lacrosse schools come from. And one of my people from Seward is a big lacrosse guy, and he told me like that's one of the things that like always remember one of those sports trivia facts you just always stick in the back of your mind because it's like, why isn't it hockey? They're like the country of hockey.
Yeah, that was my initial guess, and I can't believe that was wrong. But this one's an easy one. I would expect both of you to get this. All-time leading scorer in the NBA.
MJ, right? No. That's not Magic. Not Kareem.
It is Kareem.
Is it
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is, until LeBron passes him coming up next year, it is Kareem.
Maybe. Okay. How many sports were included in the 2008 Summer Olympics?
I knew you'd ask an Olympic question. I stayed away from all those Olympic
I
questions.
just kept my NBA, NFL, and that one college football question.
I did not.
Olympics. Okay.
I know nothing about Olympics. Like I watched
So this is
major
I
sports.
assume it's going to include like men's and women's athletes separately, and this is summer. Right?
Yes. Summer Games in 2008.
Let's go with like 48.
28. 28.
I have no clue.
I was thinking like just a bunch.
Yeah, I thought that too, but when I saw it, I was like, ooh, interesting.
Yeah, I stayed away from those. Olympics.
Yeah,
I have one more Olympic question.
I gave you questions that you guys like, NBA, NFL, would be.
The Olympics.
I got 2 Olympic questions.
Okay, I got another pretty simple one here, but it just depends on if you just remember the names. What are the 3 major Triple Crown races in horse racing?
I was going to do this. Kentucky
Derby, the Belmont Stakes, and the Preakness.
Heck yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, that one's pretty easy.
Yeah. I was going to do that one, and then I was like, nah, that's too easy.
It's the only time I ever watch horse racing, to be honest. So.
That one always like slips people's mind that you can usually get 2 of the 3 and then not forget about the Preakness or the Belmont and just slips them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm solid like that. I'm built different.
Built different.
All right, the next one. Which NFL team went to 4 straight Super Bowls and lost all 4?
Bills, baby.
Yeah,
wide
Bills
right.
Mafia.
Bills. There you go.
I got wide right, baby.
Okay. What team scored the most points in the Super Bowl? And how many points was it?
Cowboys with 56.
No.
Okay, I heard most points and I went pre-Super Bowl, but
Niners 56.
55.
Hey,
It was 55.
Against.
I
didn't know if it was Niners Cowboys.
Against the Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos.
Yep.
I didn't know. Yeah, I thought it was like 56. 55.
We got smoked. It was like 55-10.
that was in the stretch of when Elway was just a heartache, man. When you'd always go to the Super Bowl and then could never get it done.
I think Joe Montana had one heck of a game that 55 outing. So
yeah,
there we go.
All right. 3 drivers in NASCAR have 7 titles combined, which is the most out of any. This is the most out of any drivers. What are the 3 drivers?
Richard Petty, Jimmy Johnson, and the next one. Dale doesn't have 7.
Yes, he does.
Does he really?
Yes,
he has
does.
7. Okay, wow. Okay.
I had no idea. I don't watch NASCAR.
Jimmy had that stretch in the mid-2000s.
Jimmy dominated.
He had 5 in a row, and Dale did it a little different. He would win 2 in a row and then kind of go cold in 1 year and then go win 2 in a row. He won in his second year, too. He went rookie year and then was with not even the number 3 car he won that championship with either. It was the number 2 car with Osterlin.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I mean, those would have been my 3 initial guesses, but I was like, man, did Dale really win 7? But yeah, I guess he did. All right. Who was the last non-quarterback MVP in the NFL?
AP.
Yeah.
AP.
Do you know what year?
Oh, 2012.
2012.
Yeah,
that is.
2012.
I was just watching that video that NFL Throwback did with all the MVPs.
Okay.
the last 20 years and like how that the next year played out. It was a super cool video. You might have to check it out.
I think I have watched that, to be honest.
I
before,
think so too.
Yeah, AP 2012.
Okay. What is the only country to play in every single World Cup?
Brazil.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
The Brazilians.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
Brazil, I
Just
guess.
laugh at them because they can't win it in their home country.
Yeah.
And get choked away by Germany by like 6 goals.
Yep.
All right.
Tragic.
All right, and then I got another auto racing one back to back here. There are 3 major races that occur on Memorial Day weekend across 3 different series. Could you name them?
The Indy 500? Mm-hmm. Man, I'm good. I was just guess.
And that's for IndyCar.
IndyCar, Talladega?
Incorrect for NASCAR. I'll let you keep going with a couple other guesses.
NASCAR.
Yeah, it's one of NASCAR's crown jewel races. I'll give you a hint. It's their longest race of the year.
Oh, well, no. Is it a road course?
No.
No, their longest race of the year. Like, by, like...
Miles.
Miles. Isn't Bristol 500?
That's 500 laps.
500 laps. Okay, man.
I don't know.
The Daytona's in... It's not Daytona.
No.
I can sit here and name all the tracks,
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think...
Dover?
I'll give you NASCAR right now. It's the Coca-Cola World 600 in Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte. Yeah, okay.
And F1.
That one I'm probably not going to...
No
And
idea.
it's the Monaco Grand Prix.
Okay.
So that's the one where they
Gotcha.
got the boats up by the pier and it's all immaculate, and it's the races always suck every year because you can't pass, but it's still got that prestige to it.
There you go. I mean, yeah, I'm surprised I didn't get the NASCAR. I'm surprised I got the Indy over the NASCAR. But
Yeah, I'm surprised.
either way, we'll move on to the next one. The longest consecutive playoff streak ever in the NFL is by who and how many seasons?
I feel like it'd be the Packers.
It is not the Packers.
Okay. So
Consecutive
the 49ers were really good. I feel
Yeah.
like it could be the 49ers.
Not the Seahawks.
No, heck no. I'm just trying to think of teams that were like consistently good.
Yeah.
For like a real, like they might have not made the Super Bowl. Patriots. Hey, that's what's up. So it's got to be that stretch of the Patriots, and they didn't make it the one year they went 11-5.
Yep.
Matt Castle. Thank you.
The Matt Castle year, and that was a goofy with the Dolphins and the Jets making it over top of them. So that stretch probably would have went from like, it might have started in the 90s too.
Yeah, it might have.
And what was that year? So that was that 09? That was 09. So
Yes.
I'm trying to get the length too on this.
09 to...
Let's just shoot for like
When was the
10
last
years.
year?
No, it can't be 10 years.
When was the last year they didn't make the playoffs?
That 09 year, right?
Okay, yeah. But when was the last time they didn't make the playoffs?
Oh, the last time they didn't make the playoffs
Yeah.
was with Cam, right? In 2020.
Kind of.
So is that stretch there? So it's going to be from 2010, 10 years from 2010 to 2020.
09 to 19 because of the season,
yeah.
the way the
Yep.
season starts. So yeah,
Yep.
11 years in total.
right.
But yeah, you were on the right path.
Okay, which famous basketball player was Michael Jordan nicknamed after as a young high school basketball enthusiast? Remember, this is back in the day.
No, duh, man. My brain
Oscar
ain't that.
Robertson? No.
Nope.
It could be Magic.
Well, at Magic was. So you're saying who was Michael Jordan named after?
Yes, his nickname in high school.
I don't even know what his nickname in high school was. Wilt.
Nope.
Bill Russell.
You're on the right track. You just
I know I'm on the right track. I
Well,
don't
no,
know.
you just have to say the player's name.
You know,
Connor.
duh. What, Magic Johnson?
Yes.
I said Magic Johnson. You just were like, ooh, over there.
wait.
And you just
repeat the
didn't-
question.
Which basketball player was Michael Jordan nicknamed
That's a technicality
after
right there,
as a young
big dog.
as a young high school basketball enthusiast?
I said Magic, and you
Yeah,
just
Magic
looked
Johnson.
over at me like I was stupid.
Well, I was waiting for you to actually say it.
I said it, big dog. Why are you saying, oh, I was waiting for you to say, but it came out my lips.
Anyway, I guess it's Magic. Okay. Anyway, we'll move on to
Yeah,
the
I
next
didn't even
one.
know that one. But
All right. So what NFL team started their organization existence as the Decatur Staleys?
That's an interesting one. So this is probably Decatur. I don't even know where Decatur's at.
I'll give you Decatur. Wait, no, that would be way
That
too
would
easy.
that would be way too easy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna assume
it's in
it's
state, so they would be in the same
in the
state.
same
so you
state.
would have-
I'm gonna assume it's probably along the East Coast. The Patriots.
No, they've always been the Patriots.
They've always been the Patriots.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of like teams like. Oh man.
Think like foundation franchises.
Packers.
No,
Excuse me,
They've
why?
always been the Pack, baby.
Decatur.
Oh man, this one's rough.
Vikings?
Nope, they joined in the '60s.
Jets?
They were the Titans. That's what I was looking on there. They had like what were the the Jets listed as, and they're the Titans of New York or whatever.
Giants.
Nope.
Gosh. Dolphins.
Nope. They've always been the Dolphins.
I'll give you one more guess before.
All
Okay,
right.
I'm trying to think staple.
Like ground roots. They've always been in the NFL. Like they've been one of the founding members.
Cowboys.
Oh heck no.
Oh, I figured they've always been the.
Redskins? Like
No.
the
No.
Commanders?
No, not the Washington franchise. It was the Bears.
Okay.
The Bears.
That
Bears.
makes sense. The Bears are one of those teams. Okay.
And what is it? I think their owner was I can't think of his last name, but I think his last name was Staley. I
Okay.
can't think of his first name, but they got a statue of him outside Soldier Field. I just remember seeing that in another NFL throwback video. So
Well, how about that? Okay.
NFL throwbacks got you back.
What quarterback was selected first overall in 2016?
Okay, that is Goff.
Jared Goff.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna
That was
say.
the trade up here, wasn't it?
Yes.
They made it happen to go get Jared Goff.
Okay. How many Olympic Games were held in countries that no longer exist? And you have to name all three.
Oh, name them. Okay, I saw
well,
that
there's
one.
three then.
Yeah. Well, you have to name them.
Okay, that don't exist.
Yes. No longer exist.
USSR.
Yep. So
Nazi
we-
Germany.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
is Nazi Germany technically one of them because it's
Well, technically,
because Germany's still a country, but
well,
Nazi Germany's different.
West Germany, yeah, that
Germany,
kind of
okay.
counts.
Okay.
And then the last one,
All right.
it's very obscure. It's a very obscure name.
I'm trying to think of like big.
Yugoslavia. I don't know. Is it
Yeah,
really?
yeah,
What?
yeah.
Oh
In
wait, that makes sense because they broke up.
I know they broke
Yeah.
up, but I was
West-
just like, I don't know.
West Germany was in 1972, the Soviet Union in 80, and Yugoslavia in 84.
What?
Yep.
Yugoslavia hosted the Olympics. I can't believe that.
That was just kind of like
shambles.
Well, I see. I knew they broke up, so I was just like, I know they don't exist anymore, so let's
Yeah.
just throw Yugoslavia. out.
Yeah, Yugoslavia.
All right. How old was Tiger when he won his first Masters?
19,
No.
20. God, he was young.
Yeah, he was 26,
A little too old.
23.
22.
Now we're just throwing numbers. 24, 25. You know what's funnier than 24? 25.
Neither.
SpongeBob. 21.
Yes.
Okay, so he could at least drink when he got back after.
Yeah,
the
dang.
Masters. All right.
But
Good
yeah,
guy.
21 years old, and he went on to win how many was it? 14 majors.
A lot. Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think the amount of majors he's won in Masters, but
So am I.
it's unreal.
It's been a lot.
It's a lot. I can't believe how many he has.
All right, I got my second NBA question here.
Oh no.
First NBA player to win unanimous MVP.
Steph.
Steph Curry is correct.
Okay.
Okay. What is the only sport to be played on the moon?
Golf.
Yes.
Because of those clips of them hitting the golf balls like off
That's
forever.
if we went to the moon. Like,
Whoa.
Dude,
the X-Files music playing. under-
We're not conspiracy theorists.
Hey, you never know. Thank you for the music underneath.
I got you. I've been watching X-Files, so I know that like the back of my hand, baby.
All right, your question.
All right. So this is my last motorsports one since I've been like the motorsports nut over here. Dale Earnhardt surprisingly only won one Daytona 500, even though he was really good at the plate tracks. He won 10 races at Talladega. What year did he win the Daytona 500? And his career spanned from 1980 to 2001.
1997.
96?
No.
98?
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew it was later. I knew it was later for sure, but I wasn't sure how late.
The famous call is 20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration of him losing that race in every single way possible, and it finally got it done for him. It was pretty emotional of him going down the pit road and everyone giving him a high five as he goes down. I love that image of him.
There you go. I mean, how about that? Didn't know that. Well, I guess I kind of knew that, but either way. All right, last question.
ones.
Yeah. First NBA positive COVID test was from who?
Rudy Gobert?
Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, the French man.
Touch
everything, that's why-
everywhere.
I won't get COVID.
Yep.
He gets COVID.
So
Anyway.
dumb.
Your question.
Okay, my last question is, in what sport would you find the pommel horse?
What?
Yeah.
Repeat that one for me, big dog.
In what sport would you find the pommel horse?
Is this horse
It's
racing?
not good. I
No.
Gotta imagine horse racing would be too obvious there.
What's the
Yeah.
one with the Olympic sport where the horse just prances around and they dance
like
around?
show horse.
I don't
Yeah,
know
show
what it's
horse or
called.
whatever it is.
Let's go with horseshoes.
Nope.
Okay. There's gonna be a lucky horseshoe shoved up somewhere if we didn't get this one right.
Yeah.
I had no clue.
It's gonna be some dumb sport like cricket.
Nope.
No. Is it like rugby?
Nope. One more. One more guess.
No, I just give up.
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics. Okay.
I should have known that. I'm
as you
going
go
to
to
cover
gymnastics.
Oh my gosh!
I should have said
horse
that.
thing
Yeah.
they go up on, like they jump up on the.
Yeah, and then they
little
do
low
like the
riding
little
thing.
swingy
Okay.
things.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't cover gymnastics.
Yeah, I
this
should have
weekend.
said, "Oh, you're covering the sport."
I'm upset with that one, but that's all.
That one's a dumb question. I found that off the easy round.
No, that's not easy.
It was on a kids trivia website.
Don't know what
look
kind
like
of
I
kids
know-
people are raising in this society.
Yeah, what kid would know that?
All right, my last one here is: what is the highest paid sport globally?
Soccer,
No,
baseball,
no.
highest paid sport.
Highest
On
paid.
average, with every athlete around the nation or around the
NBA.
world.
No.
You gonna say basketball
UFC?
or with NBA? I meant like globally. Like this is average of
Okay.
every single player, not like a series.
So okay, I don't know.
Not boxing.
But
I'm trying to think of like
you're gonna hurt yourself now because I like told you it. But
basketball. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I said NBA, and I was like,
I wasn't gonna like take it until you like said it as like a technicality.
Like a-
but yeah,
okay, I got
it is
you.
basketball. It was on average every player is making $8 million.
Dang.
That's what I make. Don't worry, guys. I'm rich as
Every single episode of Take Flight, Irvin Doman raised our bank account, and we are now a broke society here
Yep.
at the Cox Activity Center.
You bet. As we wrap up Take Flight here, as we, talk some Hawks sports and did a little sports trivia for you guys, and this has been Take Flight episode 4.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.